The relationship between the United States, US, and China, the world's two largest economies, is often marred by geopolitical tensions. However, a recent research report revealed that the United States is actually the country that receives the most loans from China, surpassing Russia, Australia, and even developing countries associated with the Belt and Road Initiative (BRI). The comprehensive report was compiled by AidData, a research laboratory at the College of William and Mary, Virginia, using a massive database covering 24 years of Beijing's financing activities. The results show that China's foreign loans between 2000 and 2023 reached $2.2 trillion United States dollars, far larger than previously estimated. Overall, China's portfolio size is 2 to 4 times larger than previously published estimates, said Brad Parks, executive director of AidData and lead author of the report, Chasing China: Learning to Play by Beijing's Global Lending Rules, as quoted by Newsweek, Wednesday, November 19, 2025. AidData found that the United States received $202 billion United States dollars in the form of nearly 2,500 projects and activities spread across nearly every country. This makes the US the largest recipient of Chinese loans. Russia $172 billion United States dollars, Australia $130 billion United States dollars, and Venezuela $106 billion United States dollars followed. This finding overturns 2 decades of public assumption that Chinese loans primarily target developing countries receiving the BRI. Instead, more than 3/4 of China's loans now go to developed countries, and much of it is strategic, not solely developmental. The report by AidData found a consistent pattern of Beijing employing what it calls economic statecraft, using economic instruments for political and national security purposes. Most loans to wealthy countries are focused on strategic infrastructure, critical minerals, and the acquisition of high-tech assets such as semiconductor companies, Parks said. AidData concluded that China is adjusting its lending to support its ambition to become the world's leading technological and industrial power, even surpassing the US and its allies. The report also highlighted that China's aggressive approach is now influencing how Western countries use aid and credit. AidData pointed to the example of $20 billion United States dollars in US aid to Argentina, stating that the Trump administration has recently copied Beijing's usual moves. The report also revealed that both the Biden and Trump administrations have engaged in efforts to finance the acquisition of strategic assets in high-income countries in the name of national security. Some of the assets mentioned include the port of Piraeus, Greece, the Tabriz rare earth deposit, Greenland, the Panama Canal, and the port of Darwin, Australia. The report also linked the Trump administration's dismantling of the traditional aid agency USAID to competitive pressures from China. United States Congress, the U.S. Department of Defense is reportedly considering diverting funds from USAID to increase the lending limit of another agency, the U.S. International Development Finance Corporation, DFC, from $60 billion United States dollars to $250 billion United States dollars. If implemented, this move would give the DFC greater authority to operate in developed countries on projects of strategic importance to U.S. national security.